good day everybody. Welcome to the Join 2020 event. This year will be a slightly different, a slightly shorter event due to the coronavirus and the all known issues we have due to it. So what a year it has been. We started in January with the ginormous wildfires in Australia. Then in February, some bat in China bit a pig, and then things went a bit haywire. Some volcanoes, there were explosions. Even in October, we even got a government in Belgium. So it's been quite a year. But as is custom, every year in October we have our join event, and this year we could not skip it. So this year we will do an online edition. We do the tried and true dual track. We have the tech track and the agile and business track. You should have all received 2 meeting links, one for the tech track and one for the agile and business track. Each track consists of 4 sessions. Both tracks run in parallel, so you can choose which sessions you want to follow and switch between the tracks at your desire. We have the schedule on screen for today. We have a short intro, which I'm giving now, and Ken will do that. Will continue with the intro after me. We will have the first Agile and Tech session, a second Agile and Tech session. Then we will have a quick break with a quiz for those who want to participate in the quiz. We will then continue with 2 more sessions of each track. And then at the end, we have a small outro and speaker thank you, thanking our speakers for making the event possible. If we go a little bit in depth for the Tech track, starting off will be Bas Moorkens with the Gelamco alert, which is a very cool project he and other people made for our Ghent office. He will tell you all about it. It's very cool. It's combining Raspberry Pi, IoT, and AWS cloud to get the best of everything. It's a very cool project. I also suggest viewing that session. Then the second session in the tech track will be given by Kevin Azan. He will talk about the AWS Cloud Development Kit, also a very interesting session, and it will go about infrastructure as code. Then we have the break, and afterwards the third session is by Peter Vinken, another colleague of ours, giving a session about moving and streamlining Azure deployments. And then our fourth and final tech session is some pitfalls of AI by Joachim Ganseman, which will go about the wonderful world of AI and all the things that are needed to make it work, and the pitfalls and every little detail. If we then have a look at our Agile and Business track, we have our first session starting off in about 15 minutes by Edwin Burgers and Marijs Meijnen, who will present about Dancing the Bossa Nova. A very interesting session. I also recommend you view. By the way, if you want to see 2 sessions, but yeah, obviously you can't follow 2 sessions at once, all sessions will be recorded and will be available afterwards on YouTube for your viewing pleasure. The second session in the Agile and Business track is the Power of Kata by another one of our colleagues, Michaela Brooks. We then have the third session, Failure Culture, what it means to fail and how we gain value from it. So you should not be afraid to fail. It's also given by a colleague of ours, Anke Maars. And then the final session in the Agile and Business track is Why Don't You Get My Code by Francis Lalleman. So I think we have a very diverse and interesting set of sessions planned out for this afternoon. I hope you will enjoy them all, and then I will now give the word to our BIM, Ken Coenen.
Uw microfoon, Ken.
I think you are still muted.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, so rookie mistake. Yeah, not doing enough meetings apparently these days. Yeah, hello, everyone. I'll share my screen. I presume you all see the presentation now. So hello everyone, also from my part a warm welcome to our annual joint conference. The J stands for JWorks, the unit who is organizing this. And to get things going, I would like to start our educational afternoon by sharing a little story with you guys. And the story is actually about two developers. There's John, 26 years old, software developer, and there's Matthew, who's also a software developer, 27 years old. Looks a bit like Simon Sinek, if you might say. Some of the attendees might know him, but it's not Simon Sinek, but just a fictive guy, Matthew, software developer. So two guys at the same phase in their careers, right? And then something starts to happen. Matthew, he starts developing new habits. While he's on a coffee break, he starts listening to podcasts. At lunchtime, he's feeding his mind with interesting stuff he reads in a book. John, on the other hand, he's less conscious about his habits during breaks, and he tends to scroll to newspapers for stuff that he might be interested in. Our human nature actually guides us to shocking and sensational headlines of horrid things that happened in the world. Humans get attracted to that, and yeah, when he gets back to work, his mind is full with bad inspiration. And when your mind is full with negativities, it cannot output good results, right? So Matthew is reading interesting stuff, and John, yeah, he's always busy with his smartphone, reading a lot of stuff that's not interesting to him. But in the beginning, you don't notice any difference, right? They're just the same programmers that I introduced to you at the beginning of the presentation. But things are getting really interesting after some time, right? And Matthew, he has set a clear goal for himself, and he wants to become the technical lead in a major tech company. And he chooses to take action. In the upcoming year, Matthew develops a true learning behavior. As you already know, he's again listening to podcasts while he's on a coffee break. He's reading books again during lunchtime. Again, listening to podcasts. Then he starts reading an inspiring blog post that he's eager to try out while working on his projects. And he's starting to become far better at his job than John. Listening to podcasts again, reading another book. And yeah, actually you get instant happy by looking at this guy. He's like, but funny thing is, the great thing about this is that it doesn't really require an extra effort for him, because it's becoming a habit. It's becoming a habit of reading interesting things, of doing that during his breaks, right? One moment when he heard about a vacancy at a tech company, he took the opportunity. He applied for the job and he moved to San Francisco to exercise his dream job. Whereas John, yeah, well, he's just reading more garbage on his smartphone, right? Actually, difference between John and Matthew, choices, behavior, and habits, in the end, lead to success. And you have the choice to be successful. That's the point I'm making here. All those seemingly meaningless steps that Matthew was doing, reading and listening, he did that consistently. In the beginning, it didn't really show, and but in the end, it had an exponential effect in the end. maybe apart from his dream job, his goal that he has right now, he might also get the chance to write his own blog posts, record his own podcasts to inspire others, or even write his own book. This is in fact an inspiration I got from a book I read, The Compound Effect, and it's basic simple rules actually. By doing habits consistently, the effect gets exponential, and you are able to reach your goals. And let me tell you a little secret, that's also in the book, of course, but success doesn't come overnight. Actually, you have to be very patient in achieving your goals. There are a lot of stories about people that take classes to learn something, to learn guitar, whatever, and it can't be, it can't go fast enough. Humans tend to have they want instant gratification, and they want immediate results, but it's not how it's working. You have to be consistent in what you do, consistent learning. And look at this guy, right? It's 3 a.m. He's still smiling at his desk. But how did Lionel Messi become the greatest football player in the world? By showing up at the training each and every day, right? Freddie Mercury didn't become the greatest singer in the world from one day to another. And Jimi Hendrix, was he born with a guitar in his hands? No, we're all born with the same chances. And you have a choice. Everybody can change. And when you start, with that, a few takeaways. You have to have some goals, right? If you don't know where you're going to, it's hard to know what you have to do to go there. So knowing what your goal is and why you want to achieve it is very important. And you have to look for large motivators. It's about eliminating bad habits, right? And that's where on this slide I was in the beginning of the afternoon. You eliminate bad habits by tracking every step you take. Eliminating bad habits is not easy, especially when you're doing them for already 20 years, for example. And you have to start introducing good habits, right? And they have to be achievable. You can't start running a marathon all at once. You have to start by running a few kilometers or even less maybe, and then do that twice a week. And when this starts to become a habit, you increase the amount of kilometers. There's no use in creating a habit that's not achievable. You will not persist doing it. So consistency is important too here. If you're training for several weeks on those several kilometers, and you skip Christmas holidays because it's too cold in the winter, you have to start all over again. Then the momentum is gone. So the momentum, that's the thing that's creating the exponential effect on the graph I showed earlier. When you're out of that momentum, you have to put more energy in it again to be back on track, right? And then there's the thing about opportunities. People tend to say, "Hey, he's a lucky guy. He's always lucky. Why doesn't that happen to me?" It's actually a choice. And okay, there's a bit of luck involved, but opportunities come along all the time, and it's to those well-prepared people that have the chance to see them and do something with them, right? And then again, there's John. He's still working at his desk. That's not a problem too. He can be happy with it. It will work out for most people. Being ordinary is not a crime, right? But we want to be extraordinary consultants, and that's why we organize days like this. because we believe this will make you a better developer, analyst, project manager, agile coach, or whatever role or profile you're in at your career for the moment. So we hope you had an educational afternoon.
All right, welcome everybody in the outro / closing keynote and speaker thank you. First of all, I would like to thank everyone for joining in. I think we've had a great afternoon with some very interesting topics. There was a lot of attendees in both tracks, so I'm very happy about that. I hope you're also happy about the topics that were brought. They have all been recorded. They will be cut up. They will be reviewed by the presenters or presented to the speakers for review, and if approved, they will be uploaded to YouTube for your viewing pleasure. But there's one more thing I'd like to do, and that is thank our speakers, without whom this event would not have been possible. I would like to thank you all. You are the bread and butter of our event, and the sessions were very interesting, and I think everyone has enjoyed them. Thank you all. You should all have received, all the speakers should have received a small gift in their inbox already. I hope you can do something nice with that. And I would like to thank you once more for your effort to prepare and bring these nice sessions. Thank you all, and I wish you a very happy and nice weekend, and stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you.
Kevin, thanks too for organizing it today.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you.